What is actually aging you before your time? Here is something that will stop you cold. A brand new study proved that worrying about getting old is literally making you older. Not as a figure of speech, not as a metaphor. At the cellular level, in your actual DNA. And that is just one item on a list of things silently aging you. Things that your doctor has probably never mentioned. Things you are doing right now that are stealing years off your life before you even realize it. I am Dr. Schamma. And in the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly what science says is accelerating your aging from the inside out. Starting with something so bizarre, I almost couldn't believe it myself. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear could genuinely change how long and how well you live. First, I need to change how you think about aging entirely, because most of us are living with a completely wrong mental model. Your birthday? That's just chronological age. But there is a second age, a hidden age. Your birthday counts how many times the Earth has gone around the sun. It is neutral information. But your biological age measures how fast your cells are actually breaking down, based on your blood pressure, DNA chemistry, and your telomeres. Think of telomeres like the plastic tips on shoelaces. When they fray, you age. Harvard professor Dr. David Sinclair says your genes only account for up to 50% of how fast you age biologically. The other half? That is entirely in your hands. Think about that. You are not a passive passenger in your own body. You are the driver. Your habits, your environment, your mindset, all of it is sculpting your biological clock every single day. And today, I am going to give you the map. Let me tell you about a study that absolutely floored me. Researchers at NYU School of Global Public Health measured the Dunedin Pace Clock, a biological speedometer embedded in your DNA. What they found was jaw-dropping. Women who reported higher anxiety and worry about getting older showed measurably faster biological aging in their blood. Not in their heads, in their cells. The very act of dreading aging is causing aging. It's the cruelest paradox in medicine. Stress physically alters how your genes turn on and off. It is like someone going into your body's software and rewriting the code to make everything run faster and harder. This is not your fault, but it is something you can change, and we are going to talk about how. Stanford University published a landmark study that completely rewrote the textbook. Aging does not happen gradually. It does not sneak in one wrinkle at a time. It happens in surges, 2 massive biological earthquakes, one at age 44, the second at age 60. In your 40s, your ability to process alcohol, caffeine, and fat changes radically. Your cardiovascular risk jumps. Your skin and muscles begin shifting in ways that, if you are not paying attention, start compounding fast. Are you paying attention? In your early 60s, your immune regulation, your kidney function, your carbohydrate metabolism, all of it pivots dramatically. This is not a slow burn. This is a clock that ticks louder at specific moments. And the question is, are you prepared? If you are in your 30s or 40s right now, what I am about to tell you is the most important warning you will get this year. We know the obvious ones: UV rays, smoking, stress, poor sleep. But let me tell you about the accelerators almost no one is warning you about. Loneliness. This one breaks my heart. Social isolation carries health risks comparable to smoking, heart disease, stroke, dementia, and early death. Loneliness is not just sad, it is biologically destructive. 3 times the odds of depression. Yo-yo dieting. Research from ETH Zurich revealed fat cells have memory. When you lose weight and gain it back, your fat cells retain an epigenetic imprint. They literally remember being obese. Every major weight swing is a stress signal to your cellular software. Gut imbalance fuels inflammaging, a smoldering inflammation that fuels Alzheimer's and heart disease. And air pollution. Poor air quality accelerates biological aging more than many social conditions. If you live near traffic, that air is not neutral. It's marking your DNA. Bright lights and loud music. Sensory aging. Your nervous system registers scrolling your phone at night as stress. And the heat. USC researchers found the body counts heat waves. They leave marks on your biological age. But here is where we turn the page. Everything I have told you was to give you clarity, not fear. The science that reveals your age is the same science that shows you how to fight back. In 2025, the Do Health trial followed 777 older adults. The results were a massive breakthrough: omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and strength training. Omega-3s alone slowed biological aging by 4 months on epigenetic clocks. Combined, the effects were even stronger. That is not a wellness blog. That is hard clinical data. A decade of difference is in your hands. Here is the hard truth. Most people will nod, feel like they should do something, and then change nothing. But biological aging is malleable. Dr. Sinclair says it's never too late to start, but it's better to start early. Every morning is an opportunity to tell your cells a different story. Let's see what you remember. What is the Dunedin pace clock? When do those 2 massive aging surges hit? And does worry actually speed up your DNA? The answers are a biological speedometer, ages 44 and 60, and yes, fear physically rewrites your code. If you're ready to use science to live better, stronger, and longer, hit that subscribe button and join our community. The version of you that knows this information lives a fundamentally different life. Don't miss out on next week's deep dive into reverse aging protocols. Join us now. But what if you could actually reverse the damage? In the next video, I'm revealing the 2026 protocol that is doing exactly that. I am Dr. Schamma, and I'll see you in the next one. What story will you tell yourselves tomorrow? Thanks for watching.